Hello and welcome. This is Africa in 10 minutes, where we bring to you the top business news in Africa, courtesy Footprint to Africa. I am Mirabel Aleladia, and here are the headlines. Afreximbank to fund aviation in Africa. Kenyan communication company Telkom begins countrywide expansion. Gas company BOC seeks new head as performance falls. Avesoro hits landmark production in Liberia and Burkina Faso. EcoBank says its app has crossed $1 billion in processed transactions. Now the news in detail. A Pan-African bank on Monday unveiled a special credit facility to support airlines and governments seeking funds to buy Russian-made commercial aircraft. African Export-Import Bank Global Head of Client Relations Rene Awambeng said it had struck a deal with the Russian export sector where African-based operator will be funded to make the purchases. Afreximbank has provided a total of 2 trillion shillings fund to support African airlines, including national flag carrier Kenyan Airways, and has promised to provide further funds to improve aviation infrastructure. African countries predominantly make aircraft purchases from Western firms, majorly US Boeing and European Airbus. However, old Soviet-era cargo planes still operate in the African airspace. Speaking in Nairobi during a meeting with industry players, Mr. Awambeng said increased intra-African trade, aviation infrastructure, and availability of higher disposable incomes among Africans informed the decisions to provide the credit facility. The effective movement of goods and people is fundamental to Africa's trade, growth, and development objectives. Consequently, improving international, regional, and domestic air transport has become a key priority area, he said. Russian civil aircraft, as well as manufacturers of air traffic control equipment, were in Kenya as part of a 3-country intra-African roadshow to meet public and private sector aviation stakeholders to promote the Russian aviation industry products. The one-day workshop saw Russian aircraft models showcased. The financier has in the past organized aircraft financing for the purchase of 9 new Boeing 787-800s, B787S, 1 Boeing 777-300ER, and 10 Embraer, which was the first phase of Kenyan Airways' fleet upgrade and a key component of its 10-year business plan for the period of 2012 to 2021. Telkom this week opened a new retail shop, the first of 18 that it intends to roll out this year as part of its strategic expansion of distribution channels to reach customers across the country. The new shop, located in the capital of Nairobi, will provide support services to the complete suite of Telkom services, including sales of devices, airtime and registration of SIM cards, and sign up for T-Cash, the telco's mobile money platform. It brings to 46 the total number of the telco's retail shops across the country. Speaking when he officially launched the retail shop, Telkom Chief Executive Officer Aldo Morose said that the new shops offer an opportunity to cater for the needs of a growing base of subscribers. Our ambition is to be physically and digitally accessible to our customers across the country. This is the reason why we are aggressively investing in growing our retail shop footprint with the goal of enhancing customer experience, Mr. Morose added. Besides the retail shops, Telkom's other touchpoints include a 24/7 call center and their My Telkom self-care app. Established as a telecommunications operation in April 1999, Telkom is 60% owned by Financial Services Group, Helios Investment Partners, and the remaining stake held by Kenyans through the government of Kenya. Industrial gas manufacturer BOC Gases has begun the hunt of a new head after a month of its outgoing managing director gave notice to quit. BOC Gases Managing Director Millicent Onyonyi announced her resignation mid-February, 2 years after she took helm at the firm, which has seen a downturn in sales due to the competition of imports. She is set to vacate office at the end of this month. Hawkins Associates will assist in the search of the new chief. Our client BOC Kenya Limited is seeking to fill the position of Managing Director, who will ensure that the company continues to grow and develop in line with the strategic plan through reviewing, developing, and implementing appropriate strategies and policies, said Hawkins Associates in a notice posted in Dailies. Applicants should hold a master's degree in business administration, engineering, commerce, or finance with over 10 years senior management experience, preferably in the manufacturing sector, added the firm. Ms. Onyonyi, who is also the former All Libya Retail Coordinator, was appointed in April 2016, replacing Ms. Mariam Miska, who had left the firm in January of that year after 5.5 years at the helm. She has led the firm through increasingly lean times as its sales came under pressure due to competition from oxygen and nitrogen imports. The firm issued a profit warning last November, saying its net profit for the financial year ending December 2017. West African-focused gold producer Avesora Resources has achieved record production at its new Liberty gold mine in Liberia and its Yunga and Balogo gold mines in Burkina Faso in the first quarter of this year. The company on Monday said the 68,088 pounds of gold produced at the end of March is in line with the full-year production guidance of 220,000 pounds to 240,000 pounds of gold at an operating cash cost of between $620 per pound to $660 per pound. Its new Liberty produced a record 27,870 pounds of gold, an increase of 9% on the previous quarter. Plant optimizations were completed during the quarter, including the commissioning of a tertiary crusher, which increased the crushing circuit's throughput by 17% to 140,000 tons a month, and the installation of a second gravity concentrator. Yuga and Balogo, on the other hand, produced 40,218 pounds of gold, an increase of 39% on the previous quarter, which also represented the highest quarterly production rate achieved at the Yuga process plant since it was commissioned in February 2008. Recoveries at Yuga improved compared with the fourth quarter in 2017. Avesora expects this to continue with the addition of a new PSA oxygen plant in the coming weeks, said Avesora CEO Sehan Umuhan. He added that the company near mine exploration campaign is well underway across the three mines and delivering impressive results that suggest the potential of significantly increased mine lives. EcoBank reported on Monday that its Unified Financial Services mobile app has processed 9 million transactions worth over $1 billion since the launch less than 18 months ago. The company reported last week that it has over 4 million of its EcoBank Express account holders on the EcoBank mobile app and USSD platforms. Ade Adeyemi, EcoBank Group CEO, explained that the EcoBank strategic mission is built around using mobile banking to deliver innovative, efficient, and cost-effective services to those who have typically sat outside of the formal economy, and therefore goes far beyond the reach of the traditional branch and ATM networks. He noted that they had processed almost as many transactions on the EcoBank mobile app in the few first months this year as they did in the second half of 2017. Customers can enjoy 24/7, 365 access to financial services from the convenience of their mobile devices with the EcoBank mobile app, he said. We have brought world-class functionality to consumers in the 33 countries in Africa where EcoBank operates. Patrick Akinwunto, EcoBank's Group Executive, Consumer Banking, says that EcoBank is committed to providing easy access to financial services for all Africans. That sums up the news for the week. Sit back for the recap. Afreximbank to fund aviation in Africa. Kenyan communication company Telkom begins countrywide expansion. Gas company BOC seeks new head as performance falls. Avesora hits landmark production in Liberia and Burkina Faso. EcoBank says its app has crossed $1 billion in processed transactions. To keep up with the trending business news in Africa, stay connected. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and connect with us on LinkedIn. These news reports are called from Footprint to Africa. For daily updates and more business news in Africa, log on to www.footprinttoafrica.com today. Footprint to Africa, business news made in Africa by Africans.